So let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is sitting at 86,500. And we have discussed Bitcoin yesterday as well. We discussed multiple case scenarios, the overall cup and handle and everything that Bitcoin had to offer. And everything was pretty much cooked on $85,000. We use this structure and this we can take it as a deliverance. I think overall it looks all good. The only thing that I want from Bitcoin was to close 2 daily candles above $85,000. Yesterday it was trying to close above $85,000 the first candle. It did. And of course now we have the second candle as well. Generally when you see one candle closing above it and then you have a second one that gives you the assurance that okay, $85,000 is going to act as a good support area, and I think that is going to be pretty much the case scenario here as well. But we do have time left for the closing of the day. For the closing of the candle is 6:40 p.m. In UTC, which means it's almost 7 p.m. So if it is 7 p.m., that means that we have 5 hours left. In 5 hours, if something happens and brings it down below $85,000, that's going to be a separate case scenario. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else that I can look at and I would conclude that okay, maybe things are getting tricky. We talked about, I'll show you something yesterday for Bitcoin. We talked about this region. We talked about $90,000. I told you that this is the rising channel. Now if it goes up, it was below $85,000. 85 was of course the first target and we wanted it to go up. It did. Now if it goes up to this area, it is going to hit the area of $90,000 very easily, as you can see. So this is going to act as a resistance. So it makes sense that Bitcoin can go up to 90K and then get rejected from there, because 90K is both a target that we have, a small resistance that we expect it to go and hit and have a reaction. At the same time, now it is going to be the top area of the rising channel. So when it goes and it hits, it is going to react to it as well. So from both angles, it is going to be a questionable thing. But there is another thing that we can look at, which is a new development in the Bitcoin chart. I'll show you that one too, just a second. If we look at this, and this is on 85K, so it supports our $85,000 narrative too. So if you look at it, at 85K, this is the region of the downward trend. But we know that right now Bitcoin has broken out of it. So now Bitcoin has 2 support levels as well. One is this support line and one is this trend line of downward trend. So now if Bitcoin comes down, it would make an extra attempt to hold on to the 85 area, and it wouldn't like to go below 85 because now it has 2 lines to support it. Instead of one support line, now it has a downward trend line as well. Because if it goes below 85K, it will continue with this downward trend, like we had this one as an uptrend, but this was a rising channel, so we knew it is a bearish structure, but it is an uptrend. And right now what you're seeing is a downward trend. So Bitcoin has formed this structure, and I think all of this stuff is in favor of the uptrend instead of the downtrend, and all of it depends on $85,000. We spent our month of March on the reliance of 85K. I think April is going to be pretty much like that as well. Everything is around $85,000. Of course, below 85 we have 81,500 as well, but we pretty much care about 85 because there are more hopes for uptrend from 85 than we have it from 81,500. That's the last straw, because losing that only means going to a 74K, something as a dream unfulfilled so far. So as long as we have these 2 support levels intact, 81,500 and 85,000, I don't think we are going to drop just now towards 74. I think Bitcoin is going to make an attempt towards 90K. I'm still going to lean towards 90K until proven otherwise, until we haven't lost these support areas. I'm not going to talk about 74K. I'm going to look up instead of down. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or I have touched on a topic and you expect me to explain a bit more, I'll try my best to explain that to you in the comments. Leave a comment, and I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, because if you're not interacting with the video or if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see all the 10 videos that I make every day. You're going to miss out on it, and I think you are educated enough to understand what to subscribe and what not to, because if you want to miss out on it, then why not? It's for your own good, and you should know better what is good for you.